Say the extra day.
Good morning, we're ready to start the meeting, thank you, we're all showing up, great, before the 4th of July. Just wanted to call the meeting to order. First thing, we have a quorum, and we do have a quorum, thank you, so we go right from there. First thing will be the approval of April 30th minutes. Do I hear a motion? Does anyone to approve the minutes?
Well, we want behind.
Yeah,
I think, I
We
know
didn't
the
have
minutes were
quorum
great,
last
so
Oh, we had no minutes.
I move we approve the minutes.
Is there a second
Second.
to approve the minutes?
I'll second.
Okay, any discussion?
Thank you.
Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
The last meeting we didn't have a quorum, so we no longer have any minutes to approve. So last meeting, we had a meeting, but in this case, no minutes to approve, so we're on at this point.
Oh, yes, that's
Oh,
right.
yes, they remember.
That makes sense, so right.
It was just
Based on the
It seems like so long ago.
All right, let's go right
Oh,
into
Doug got something.
discussion items, marketing update, Doug.
All right, got a few things, Doug, would you decide? No, that ain't gonna work. You got that up there for me?
I'm trying.
Okay, that's all right, I got it on my phone and I had it on my phone.
Oh, I'll pull it up for everybody.
I had it, there it is.
Can get them to move. So I can get my arrows. Doug. Where'd you go, Doug?
Yesterday, I don't know what time, yesterday about, what, noon? There we go.
I can't get them out of the way.
Keep coming up. All right, we'll just go over some things that we got, coming out, and then I got a couple of things to talk about.
Okay.
So we'll just start off, article coming out here in Golf Central Magazine, next month, which, I don't know, 10th, 12th, probably. Great. It's always nice to be able to go into Golf Central because they're big time magazine. They're probably the biggest in the Southeast in terms of golf and real estate and all kinds of things like that. So we got a 2-page spread coming out there. It goes up to 100,000. It's both print and online. Very good magazine. Newsletter, scroll on down there. So we're still in Golf One Media, which again is really huge. We were in the last 2 weeks that we were their sponsor, which moved it around. One's at the top, one's at the bottom, so they could definitely read both of them. But this goes out, this is a weekly, so it goes out about 75,000 golfers pretty much around the Southeast region. This is one of the top newsletters that in the country that I deal with.
You said weekly, Doug?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good, thank you, it's good.
So that's we usually get in 3 out of 4 weeks. And now he's also done articles as well. And you can go to their website and see all the information continuing there. All right, Traveling Diva.
Yeah.
Yes, it's on my desk right now.
Okay, all right, so so this is the podcast that we've been talking about. The Doris was here. The very first one is already taken. July 17th has already been taken. So
Okay.
you have another list. Now, I wrote the thing to you, these are Fridays.
Mhm.
If you can't do a Friday, she'll do a Wednesday. They're taped, so it's not live.
Yeah,
So she can do a Wednesday, and she would just contact you. So all these are Fridays, so 2 days before. So if you wanna look at your schedule, it's gonna take 30 minutes. I'm sure y'all talk and she'll just, so you just talk about Sky Valley and what all there is to do. I'm sure she'll ask questions, certainly. I've been on it, I'm coming back on it to do about Georgia. And then she sends it out to the Golf Wire, which is over 100,000 people daily. And then she's gonna send out a couple of other places, and then I send it out to quite a few people. Just depends on who it is and what her date is. So please let me know, and then we'll get Doris, and then you two can talk and figure it all out.
Sounds good.
All right, you good there? Thank you, sir. All her information. Okay, so yeah, just wrote, said that again. You got a question?
Let's talk about the Golf Diva on her podcast.
Yeah.
What's your broadcast now on that? What's her circulation? Is she
Well-
receive material or is it all?
No, it's all podcast.
It's all broadcast.
Yeah, it's all talking stuff. She puts it on social media, different social media, Instagram, TikTok. I'm sure, I don't know, Facebook, that's probably about it. And then it goes to a big circulation called Golf Wire. Okay, and so it's a link where people can
What
go
is
to.
Golf Wire? Just tell.
It is a daily,
Yes.
okay, like press releases that they send out to quite a few people. I used to use it, you have to sign up and pay for it, okay? It's, if you wanna get your message out to a lot of people really quick, it's a great way to go. So then I help her with any kind of podcast that we're associated with, okay, Georgia, Sky Valley, whoever else. Then I help her send it out with my database, so. Quite a few people, once we get the message and we do the message for him, we could be 200,000 people.
Does she have active, particularly 200,000 with what podcast? And they have certain podcasts, they have to sign in or what? How does that?
I don't, you know, I think you certainly just have to go to the link and go to that day. So, oh, and that's another thing I gotta talk about, is my radio show. So, I think it's real simple. If you just wanna go to her link right there at the bottom of that page, which is back up to the top a little bit, that's okay, you don't have
Okay,
to. Go back up just a little bit, so.
yeah.
So there it is, just, well, okay, LinkedIn, I don't see a
I think
link.
if you click on her,
I think you click on that, yeah, it's gonna go right to her
Okay.
page. Where she's got different things. She's very, very, very good in terms of getting the message out. So she's, trust me, she's calling me, what can I do for you? type
Yes.
Scenario, so, great lady.
Can you refresh for me exactly what a podcast is?
Radio show. Me and you talking with two mics, it's just not going live, okay? Now some podcasts can be live, okay, some of them are taped. It's just radio. You're sitting here talking into,
So you don't need
you're
to
gonna talk into,
comb your hair or
no,
put on a coat and tie or anything?
no, you don't have
Okay.
to, okay? That's what's great about it. So unless, hers is not video, so, so it's all just audio. So you just look good or look however you want to. So,
Just trying to sound good.
Maybe get Debbie on there for you. Maybe we'll get Debbie on there. We're gonna change, we're gonna get Debbie, please, okay?
That's where all the talent.
That's where the talent is. That's the reason Debbie and I dislike each other so much, because she was the very first person who got me going up here. All right, next, real estate. I think I mentioned to you last month, we have got a very nice article coming out with Drake Realty, should be out, first part of July. This below here is just kind of the start of the sample of what she does. I didn't want to do the whole, so you see news and events and Drake Realty. But this will go out to 650 of the real estate agents, plus it'll be on our website. Plus then I will send it out to our Georgia people, which is about 45,000 people. And she said we could do this not every month, but we certainly could do it, a few times a year.
Cool.
So that's gonna be exciting. So that's what we want. I mean, we
She's
want,
Drake Realty.
who is she?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Doris, two different things.
Okay.
Now we moved on to real estate. Doris is podcast, and so
That's right.
now we're gonna Drake Realty, which is, we're just gonna send out a, newsletter that they put together, okay, that she's gonna send out to 650 of her real estate agents, mainly across Georgia. I think they have some in other states. And the idea is just get these people to know in the back of their head that, hey, there's a great community up in, northeast Georgia that has homes for sale. And, so if their clients are looking, hey, oh yeah, I know about a place up there, Scott Valley, da. So
And where's her Drake Realty's
The other item plan,
Atlanta?
yeah.
We had them up here a couple of years ago.
Yeah, it's been more than a couple, but yeah,
It seemed
it's,
like 30 or 50 real estate agents came up.
well, not quite that many, but
No, well,
we had a good showing.
yeah.
Had lunch, kind of took them around. Great people. I got to know them years ago, we just kind of started a relationship together, so we're gonna start, as I told you, we're gonna start doing more real estate focusing. And then the very next thing there is our real estate. We have a program that don't really, we don't promote as much, but it's there, GeorgiaGolfRealEstate.com. So if you go on there and you see, communities, you see Sky Valley, and so, there's, so you click on that link right there, it goes right to y'all's, Property Owners Association. And it shows the houses that are for sale up here. So didn't notice any lots, all I saw
I
was,
took that
that's your view?
one.
Does
You got a great
Merrill,
view.
I wish.
You want to sell your house?
What?
You want to sell your house?
No.
No?
No.
Hey, listen to Lisa, she's
I
tired.
need it.
You need it?
Yeah.
You David
I
don't need
gotta live
that.
someplace.
You don't need that big old nice house with that view. You need to sell
I
it.
can't.
Gordon, does
I don't know where that
Merrill
is.
advertise?
Pardon me?
Does Merrill, the developer, advertise this kind of, if we know?
He really
I don't
was
know.
building here.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite does anything.
I know, he got a new.
Sky Valley's on his back burner.
Excuse me?
Sky Valley's on his back burner right now. He wants to sell, but it's all or nothing.
Now he wants you to take everything.
No, well, whoever buys it, they're going to buy all the land. And they're a national company.
Yeah, I know, I just
They do-
wonder
they do a lot of-
why they wouldn't be more aggressively, advertising lots.
According to Harrison Jr., they've got projects in Nevada and Arizona that's taking up most of the time.
Okay.
Well, we need to, and I looked at it a couple of days ago, I didn't see a lot of anything for lots on the link. I just saw the real pretty
There's
homes.
tons of lots in the city.
Oh, there's tons of lots, but I didn't see them on that link.
There's no money in selling them almost.
I get
It's
that.
always been hard to, the agents won't go out to show real estate lots.
No, I get that. They don't want,
That's
they don't want, they don't
what
want
it
that,
is.
but we need to let people know that they can come up. You have that other company that's building those fancy homes now. Right, you got one up there, 2.4 million.
Okay.
That's for sale that I wouldn't touch, even if I had 2.4 million. But somebody would, at least somebody want to buy
You
that.
may be curious, I'm gonna have to go check that.
They need to get up
But
Yeah.
very
it's a little
close.
bit hair.
anyway, couple other things that are not noted, probably more than a couple. I have a travel company and I send inquiries to
Yes.
different people. So I sent an inquiry, you probably got it. I sent an inquiry to, Daniela
Yes,
and you,
Yes.
maybe Kim, okay?
yes,
For a foursome,
right.
that wants to come next April. Well,
Wow.
Daniela wrote back, says that she can't do anything about it, because she can't do anything but for 90 days.
Ahead of time.
Yeah, I'd say-
And I mean, how do, so we're not gonna get that group, because nobody's gonna call them back to say, hey, if you'll hang on, well, they don't wanna hang on, they're out looking for other places.
John, can you add anything to that comment? John, Danielle, go ahead. Are you aware,
Daniela, yeah.
Danielle, about the, go ahead.
Yeah, he did probably, hey, John, I sent an inquiry to Daniela and Kim and Gordon the other day. We got a nice foursome. I don't remember where they were. They wanna come to Sky Valley next April for maybe a week.
Yeah,
And so Daniela wrote me back and said she has no way to do that because she's only can do it 90 days out. How can we fix that?
That's something she'll have to figure out. I don't know. That pretty much has been the rule that we don't go beyond 90 days out on booking.
Well, that's, Not that we get a lot of those, but you do get some, because these golfers are, you know, I don't know if they're coming for the Masters. I mean, we got a ton of people come to, you know, the Masters in April, from all over the country, and they certainly book ahead of time. So I
Yeah,
don't know, it's just, we need to look in and talk more about, how we can come up with that, even if we just had Daniela call them, write them and say, hey, you know, we'd love for you to come, but I can't take you right now, can you check back with us? Some kind of information that they don't forget about Sky Valley. Because that's what we're trying to do here, we're trying to get people here to come up, stay, in timeshares, play golf, eat, whatever we're gonna do. And we don't wanna lose them. So we gotta figure out a way how to do it, and
Right.
she's probably gonna ask you guys how to do it, so.
yeah. That's something we'll have to discuss. That's just, it's first I've heard of it. It's I'm I'm kind of unprepared. I thought Kim Beatty was supposed to be there today at the meeting, but he had to make a trip to Birmingham, and I'm not sure whether he got back in time.
The example of it, Doug's report, there was a number of golfers for, they're looking at largely accommodate 2 bedrooms, 4 bedrooms, and travel dates 4/1/2027 to 4/4. It's ideal. You know, a lot of people plan in advance. Those are.
We just need to, it's a good thing to have, but we need to come up with some kind of a plan, even if you guys can't do it, we need to make sure we follow up with these people, because I send y'all the information that has their name, phone number, email. So we need to keep them on record and go back and make sure that we follow up, you know, in a few months and say, hey, you know, we'd love for you to still come or something. So
Most likely, April won't be a problem. We usually have units available during that time period. Which ones exactly? That's the question. Until it gets closer to the time, it's hard to tell sometimes what's going to be available.
Well, so a lot of it's gonna be long-term, John, so the option is what? Who do we send it to?
well,
Do we,
I
we
need
need
to
a
talk to you.
clearinghouse. We need someone who can process it.
yeah, so.
I will talk with Daniela about it.
That's what we want. Lisa, have any ideas on that? Real estate wise,
If we're not using timeshares at Sky Valley, then we would just use a short-term rental,
yes,
right?
right,
Mhm.
we wanted to get in this case, your time share is involved in it, but beyond, 90 days, 90 days is a pretty short term.
That's
It
short,
is, but
yeah.
a lot of people do commit themselves much, a year in advance, that's pretty typical. Do you have comments on that or ideas? So we essentially have to
Well,
process it.
you know, I think it's a lot tougher to coordinate, a whole bunch of houses that are available for rental
Yes,
than it is to work with the timeshares, because the timeshares, you know, they've got a full-time staff, they know what the inventory
Right,
is.
right. right.
The issue, I guess, is whether timeshares can, develop a system that, well, maybe goes out a year instead of 90 days, but, you know, I'm just talking out loud.
Sure, that's-
I don't have John's experience with this stuff, and
Right,
Well, with the rentals that are available, we could get them in place for sure. That's not a problem. It's just if they can't accommodate 90 days out,
right.
the other, you know, there are
because they've got
obviously
obligations
houses
to
they
their
can
owners.
get. And
Should
Yeah.
we just give that to Ryan, let them handle stuff like this long range?
well, it's
And what-
still, Ryan's not gonna do accommodations.
Oh, okay, I thought he was used to do
No,
Well,
I mean, he
Ryan-
just says, look at the list.
it, okay,
Ryan was
we don't
just,
have anybody.
Yeah.
Well, Lisa manages properties,
Yeah,
my
Lisa's
family
got
manages
homes.
properties, we've got places.
So I can certainly, we could try Lisa first, and if it doesn't work for her dates, and go to somebody else. I mean, I'd love to give her the business.
We book out a year in advance.
Sure.
All the time.
I mean, 2 years, I mean, it doesn't
All right,
matter if
and
the calendar's
we need
there.
to give that to her. I don't have it right off the hand, but I need to get that to you so you can at least email them and just say, hey, yeah, we can love to have you. Here's what we can do for you. So, okay, good. That'll at least get that, but we need to talk to, see if we can figure out something. Jack, this is for you. I have been working with, I got a good friend of mine who's the editor of Golf Georgia Magazine, which is the magazine of the Georgia State Golf Association. And so he would like to come up, and play golf, and do a story on us, July 8th. If he can do it, he's a busy guy, so, I've been asking him to get back up here. He's here years ago.
How many days does he want to play?
Just one.
One day.
And
he'd like to
down
play
the
on
street
July
from
the
me.
8th?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sure we could accommodate him.
Okay, he probably will bring somebody with him.
Well, that's fine.
But, it's not even worth, it would be huge to get him up here and write an article to Golf Georgia Magazine. They can have.
What is his name?
Stan Autry, Awtrey.
So probably two golfers.
Probably two, yeah.
It'd be nice to have for him to have somebody to play with.
Yeah, he said twosome, so he's gonna bring somebody with him, which is good. It's usually somebody from his staff. And I don't know when he would
Would
write
he just
something.
play golf and leave, or would he, does he?
No, he would probably wouldn't want to spend the night, but maybe have lunch or
Okay,
afternoon, maybe I'll get this information to you.
This is just golf then, basically.
Yeah, this is gonna be just golf, promote golf, but trust me, the people he's gonna reach is people gonna wanna know about Sky Valley. So,
From the
just
standpoint.
because they're gonna come play golf, maybe don't mean they won't come up and see everything else.
So where is his base out of?
He lives down the street from me. Right down the road.
Oh my,
Yeah.
slum area, huh?
Slumming, I'm telling you, it's definitely the bad side of Monroe.
So let's go back to it, so he has a date, he wants to.
July.
He wants to, he lives in your area, drive up.
He's gonna just drive up, yeah.
yeah, the
drive
only thing
up.
I can't, I don't know whether we have any kind of
Yeah,
tournaments
right.
going on.
Yeah.
I can check with Ryan and be right back to you.
Okay, if you don't mind doing that, so I can get back to him,
Yeah, let me do that.
because that's, get him,
I'm not aware of anything on July the 8th.
okay. And I'm sure he'd be fine, he's probably not gonna want 8 o'clock in the morning, because you gotta get up and drive 2 hours.
Yeah, sure.
So, whatever you can do, just let me know,
Sure.
and we'd love some kind of people to say hello to him, and
Mm-hmm,
maybe, give him lunch, I don't know, whatever afterwards.
okay, let me see what I can do.
But,
Seems reasonable to me.
hey,
Yeah, what's his name?
July.
Stan Autry, Awtrey. He's the editor of Golf Georgia Magazine. So this goes out to the members, which is about 75,000 GSGA members. So
Editor?
he's the editor, good friend of mine, but trying to get him to nail down something is hard. So anytime he can come back and say, yeah, I'd love to go back and play Sky Valley, okay. So.
The course is in beautiful
Oh, it's
shape.
always-
We're getting compliments from
I
Highland,
have no doubt.
Highlands Country Club golfers that are coming down, bringing friends.
Cool.
And they are really, excited about the condition of the course.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's better now than I
You
think.
ready, Gordon?
Okay,
Yeah, I'm through.
any other questions to Jim? Great, thank you, Doug.
And forgive me, but
Yeah.
I do a report to the board, that's why I ask questions.
Oh, no, that's why I said this one's for you.
Yeah, there's nothing that's really, just around the corner, there's nothing we have to do in marketing.
No, sir, no, sir.
Okay,
One last thing, I was at the Diller House on Saturday, Jack can attest to that, he's on it. So I talked to John Dillard and I went over and just asked him, he was showing, my son's around. But I made sure, I said, now look, when y'all get a little further along, I wanna make sure we get Sky Valley on your marketing stuff to make sure we promote golf up there. certainly we're not gonna promote rooms because they got rooms, so, can't do that, so, but we can promote golf down there with their marketing, because I'm helping them market, okay? And so he said absolutely would love to, come up with some kind of, solution to go, so.
Gordon, they'll have 200 rooms, and they're refurbishing all the rooms.
He took us in all the cottages, new ones.
Gordon,
And they're gonna build some new
you
cottages.
said that marketing didn't need to do anything, but we
Yes.
probably need to pay for lunch. For
Ah.
golf and lunch.
Y'all wanna work it out with
Take
them,
care of
yeah.
that. We could do that. That would be, yes.
Okay,
But it's gonna benefit them as much as it's gonna benefit everybody, so.
Well, yes, market, golf is part of Sky Valley.
Oh, no, it's a big part,
We
big
understand
part.
that. So yes, obviously, we put together a lunch, $100 or something, I can't deal with
Yeah,
that.
just two, so.
Yeah. Any issue with that? Board, that makes sense.
that seems reasonable.
Yeah, great.
Jack, just let me know when you can, and
Yeah, I
I'll
will.
get back to Sam.
Yeah.
I'll say, hey, we're almost 100% sure, but.
I was with Ryan this morning, I'll try to swing back by.
Okay, thank you, buddy, appreciate it, that's all for me.
Thank you. Okay, forward rated marketing board meeting report, Sharon, anything?
I was not able to attend, and Madison had a death in the family, I just talked to her.
Mm.
So, I know they're pushing forward with digital marketing, so I know
Yes.
the Facebook reports and things are going out, I've seen them online myself. So I know we're doing well, but mainly, instead of print, she's pushing all digital.
Yes. Jack?
And I can report, Sharon, Madison, who I have not met, but has been in communication with our general manager, has been very forthcoming and very helpful and they've been out and shot some videos of the course. And, that's going real well. I think Ryan was impressed with her abilities and enthusiasm to do things.
Yes. Very good. Okay, Sky Valley POA update. Grace is not here. Do you have anything you'd like to add at this time, Lisa?
I'm a little out of the loop, but I did attend the last meeting.
Yeah.
But no updates right now.
Just that we have the huge, pancake breakfast coming on Friday, July 3rd, so I need to make sure and send out.
Okay. Okay, next thing, showcasing Sky Valley to real estate agents, Lisa, Kathy Adams, and Jack. Maybe Jack, you talk to Ryan. And
Yeah,
what he
that's
said.
fine, and we can accommodate that. And we had 2 dates, and I think you and I talked, and probably the Tuesday date would be better, which would be, I believe, the 7th is.
That's a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Got it.
September the 7th, and
September 8th.
the 8th is, the only thing is we have to be out by 2. If the 8th, we have some
Oh,
activities coming into the club.
let me look.
They're
Okay.
playing cards.
Okay, we're talking.
I think the 7th is, I'm going.
I think he said the 8th was okay.
I thought he said either one.
We had Tuesday or Wednesday, he was saying.
Yeah, I thought he said either one.
8th or 9th? Tuesday, the 8th.
Yes, it'd be the 8th or the
Yes,
9th,
right,
not the
right.
7th, because the 7th is Labor Day.
Yeah.
So there was a little issues about who could attend and so forth, so we talked, asked Ryan, and Ryan said, yes, that was available.
Yeah.
So that's great, we can lock in a date.
I'd say the 8th, then I think, would be.
Yes, right, I
That
talked
way,
to,
it
right,
wouldn't be pushed at all.
right.
Yeah,
So the time wise is fine, so we can lock in that time. Is Kathy online at all?
No.
Oh,
now Kathy will need to, if she's coordinating that, obviously it goes without saying, we're gonna need to know, have a heads up in terms of how many people are to plan for in terms of lunch
got it.
and we've got a big screen now that might be helpful in terms of doing any kind of PowerPoint presentation, or just depends on, I guess, who's gonna be coordinating it. We wanna make sure we have all the audio visual aids to accommodate what they wanna do.
Okay. So we're looking at, Lisa, can you add anything to that right now?
So this is for the Realtors event, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah, so a couple of people reached out to me that wanted to be included. They felt like they'd kind of been left out a little bit, so. Yeah, I just getting, I know, just getting.
You
You did what? It's his fault.
It's all I gotta give this guy a hard time.
I know.
I love this guy. I love it. It's great.
Yeah, so I think it was the website and also the upcoming event, you know, they want to be included.
So what we're looking at doing is, traditionally, what Kathy is talking, maybe 11 to 2 or something like that. And just as a outline, and we would provide lunch. It would be an area, I asked Brian, cost of lunch $35 for the attendees that come, and we have the money, that would be in the miscellaneous of, if you look at our budget, close to 5,000. So we have funds available to do this. I think it's really good.
So does it, you'll share those names with Kathy? Is that how it'll work? Because if she's coordinating it?
Pardon me? Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm gonna ask who would chair, we need a coordinator. I thought we'd have, you and Kathy, and I'll be involved.
Okay.
Or anyone else, so I'll be involved in it. And,
It was
Lisa
also,
and Kathy, and possibly Jack, if you wanted to be from the club standpoint. I don't know.
Sure, be happy to be involved.
Jack would be involved with the club standpoint. So I was thinking of, this is, now we got a date now, we're gonna provide the lunch, and then the venue would be something like, introducing, have the city would spend maybe, at most 5 minutes, 10 minutes talking about Sky Valley in terms of city's perspective. And then we'll have the POA talking about POA's function. And we would just talk about timeshares. And then we would have the club. And I think we'd like to make this, and this would be, essentially what we're trying to do is introduce and tell the, in this case here, the real estate people what Sky Valley is all about. And initially Kathy was saying maybe there was 60, remember there was like 60 agents or so in the Reagan County area, and maybe 20, 25 or so would possibly attend, so.
has this event been hosted before, or is this the first time?
No, I think it's the first time we're doing it.
Pardon me?
This is the first, she's asking if this is the first time where we've done more events like this.
I've never done it before, so
Right,
it's for us, for the marketing, it's the first time, yes.
I did speak with a Realtor in Clayton that suggested continuing education credits are always a real draw.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
That's good point.
It's because sometimes these aren't very well attended,
Mhm.
so the draw would be the CE credits.
Okay, so we have to have a draw to come here. Kathy seemed to think she would get a draw, only idea of coming to Sky Valley, reintroducing them to Sky Valley, and we would be keeping the agents in Reagan County. Essentially, she said it was about 60 or so, and about that area, and yeah. And approximately, she's at 2025 or more, would be great.
Didn't we say we were gonna try, and you chime in on maybe getting some kind of a nice grand prize drawing type thing?
I think, some grant would be nice. What,
I mean, then we could put that in there, we'll know.
something to reason to come. Okay, have the reason to come, we're talking about, Lisa, is education credits, would the reason to come here for lunch and then to reacquaint themselves with Sky Valley, would that be a draw at all, a reason to want to attend?
Well, I think Kathy would be the expert on that. If she says that, you know, it's gonna be well attended, then it
Okay,
will, but I just
We're
find.
gonna have some fairly close numbers
Yeah.
on preparation, because we'll
Yes.
be preparing that food solely for that event.
I agree.
The
Yeah,
club is
exactly.
not open for lunch
yeah,
on that Tuesday typically.
yes,
So I mean, but Kathy, I mean, they'll put together something really nice. She's just doing,
yes,
from my perspective, an outstanding job.
yes,
And, but we'll need, some numbers.
we'll need a number, I agree with you. I was hoping Kathy would be here, she said she'd be online, so probably.
I sent her the link, so I don't know where she went to.
Yeah, she was on the link, so I'm not sure. what
Now, the only other issue which I
Oh,
was
excuse
bring
me.
up,
Yeah,
as someone who used to have to do a lot of continuing education credits,
okay,
is, I don't know whether, and someone better versed than Jack will know what you have to present to qualify for a credit. Because it could take up some additional time. I just don't know. Why don't we explore that?
that's
Why don't we explore that and see if that's a viable option in terms of what is required in order for it to qualify?
I completely
Did you do
understand,
that?
It's- and I was thinking, well, so the, Raven Board of Realtors, you know, I could talk to them and see, because they do it every month,
okay,
and offer those, but you know, if Kathy is managing the attendance and she sends out maybe an invite where they register, that would be great. It's just that a lot of times people will say they're coming and, you know, if they don't show up at the last minute.
yeah.
How many increments in terms of hours do continuing education?
1 to 2 hours.
1 to 2 hours.
1 to 2 hours, okay.
It
And
could
who
be
is on?
any, it could be any topic,
So
just a
time,
suggestion, I don't wanna make it complicated, but it is a draw.
so at that time, or at this point, we're looking at say 1 to 2 or something, but Jack, I absolutely agree, we need hard numbers in terms of, for you, the guests, how we plan for it, yes. And invitations going out, a very nice, you know, lunch would be salad bar, I think we're talking along with sandwiches, something like that, in that area. Any other comments, so we're rolling
And
on.
maybe once you have your committee, Gordon, they can come back with some recommendations to this marketing committee as to
That's good,
what would be, make it, I remember Kathy seemed to think of something to, I'll say jazz it up a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting for the realtors to take time out of their day to
okay,
come to Sky Valley if we have something that, they may be interested in. And maybe the continuing education is something, that-
yes,
Raffle sounds great too,
yeah.
raffles are always popular.
yes, okay, very good idea, yes. So for the next meeting, we'll meet prior to the next meeting and we'll have some recommendations of that, yes? Okay, if they get it, we'll be on that. Very good, Jack.
Is there time for a driving tour or anything like that?
You know, it's where I'm open, do you want the tour, we'll see if we have the time to do it, or,
And the waterfall's always a big draw.
yeah, that's the area, whatever we do, I want it to be nice, I want the city to have, you know, something overhead, something that shows the city, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anita was talking
Little
about
video.
politics, I wanna just talk, I wanna talk about the city, the small town, and
Yeah.
in terms of the club, yes.
Do you feel that they're very, well versed in the croquet area? Because I wasn't, and I found it very intriguing, and if we're at the club, we can just walk over to the croquet courts.
That's a big.
Yeah.
I learned a lot the last time that we had.
Hey, boss lady, can we get like video shown of like you run out here? It kind of just shows the
Oh, just like a-
waterfall and the housing and all,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, yeah,
Pictures.
Yeah.
basically. Yeah.
yeah,
yes. Now, we want to-
That would be probably more time effective.
yeah, they're not gonna get in their cars, I don't think.
Yeah,
Drive
I think-
around,
yeah, I know.
yeah.
You lose 2 or
If
3.
you have a big
I
screen,
agree with that,
it's got the, all that great stuff we put together.
Yes.
She put together.
yes, I agree with that. But whatever we do, it'll be very professionally well done, videos, yes. POA, having something overhead, yes, city,
Yeah.
short grid, POA, yes. That makes sense?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess in this case here, we'd like to have Sharon, can you be on the committee too, or do you have time to
Sure,
do
she got
that?
nothing else to do.
That would be-
Remember that checkbook I was talking about last time out? Don't forget
Well,
that.
we'll see.
I don't know, because
Okay.
Fall Fest will be in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, gosh, yeah.
but I'm open to listening to any.
Okay, great. Any other input? Very good. So these are the dates set, and we'll go from there and get this together for the next meeting. And we'll have some kind of committee meeting, that's of that. So recommendations for the next meeting.
So we settled on the 8th?
Yes,
Okay.
no, I'm sorry, the next meeting, or I'm sorry.
No, the day of the,
September,
Yeah, September the eighth, yes.
that'll be a Tuesday.
Okay,
Yes, September the eighth, and we're looking at, again, 11 to 2, that's what Kathy initially thought, 11 to 2. Try to put it in that time frame,
Okay.
and then we'll get together all the details. Good.
And if you need 5 minutes on the city, if the mayor can't do it, I
Yes,
can
we
certainly,
have a council.
yes,
yeah.
yes. We'd like to, that's, the kid speakers will be somehow, GOA president, Brian, or the president of the club, or something like that, Jack. We want
What are the
something.
hours, 11 to 1?
Pardon me?
What are the
Two.
hours?
I was just, this is throwing out, unless 11 to 2, lunch in between there. 3 hours?
Yeah, well, if they, I like Lisa's idea of walking down to the croquet court, you know.
Okay.
They see the
All right,
lake
just
and
an
the
idea.
course.
So
Yeah, you have the lake, of course, out there, maybe you have a couple of people out there, hitting the ball.
I love your idea, so what do you expand? That was just like, nothing said at this time, but if it what we have, yes. I want it to be really nice.
Yes,
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
not a lunch, it's gonna be, we want it to be impactful
yes.
and informative. Yeah. So good. Any other comments on it?
We skip the timeshares though.
Yeah, oh, yes, yes.
Maybe, John,
John, you here?
If he's
Yeah, we're
on.
looking at in terms of the September the eighth, if you get that down, what we've been talking about is showcasing Sky Valley. And of course, the timeshare will be part of this luncheon.
Okay. Think we
Yes.
can, I'll have to talk with Daniela about it. I'm not I'm not in Sky Valley all the time.
Yeah, well, we want, you're part of the marketing team, we want, timeshares is part of it, so we want to showcase you guys.
Right.
Absolutely. Right.
We also need his update.
that's what we're talking about, yeah.
We need his update. We skipped the update on this, timeshares.
Timeshares, sorry, oh, okay, I'm sorry about that, timeshares update, we're finished.
Okay. This is our busy season. All the units just about are occupied. And right now we have some construction work going on, updates, maintenance on decks. It's just a major thing that has to happen every so often. The one of the Eagle's Nest units is being completely rebuilt, the deck. The chalet, one of the chalet units is having the deck redone. It's you know, most of the work that has to be done at this time of the year is emergency stuff, things that have to have immediate attention, and uh, we try to do our continuing work during the rest of the year, but this time of the year it tends to be just what has to be done right now. Uh, we're still making improvements. The units are looking much better. It's on a unit by unit basis, and like I said earlier, I'm not in Sky Valley on a regular basis, so I depend on Daniela for information about what's going on. But right now, she's in kind of a bind because they're down one person in the office, and the two girls have to cover the entire week. So they alternate, and Daniela's actually off today. As far as the thing we mentioned earlier, uh, because of the fact that we don't know whether a unit is an association unit right now, whether it'll be available in April. That's the reason why they don't schedule out more than 90 days, because it's hard to be sure of what's available more than 90 days out, because a unit can we can have units that become available because they're deeded back, or we can have units that sell, in which case we can't guarantee a particular availability. But like I said, April is a time when things are not quite as busy, and there usually is space available during that time. It's just a matter of what units are available. That's about all I can tell you for right now.
Very good. Okay, very good. Thank you, John. Alrighty, back to our Sky Valley Motel tax. Jim, maybe you can bring us up to date.
Yeah, I sent out, a draft, I think that's a day or so ago. And, I continued working on it as well. It's the copy that I'm handing out this morning, John. Whoops. Thought it had. Okay, yeah, this is a clean copy. I like it stuff all
Email. We'd love to give you this.
Yeah.
So I can talk to you, right?
Go ahead.
Okay,
My fault.
okay. Let's see, the first page is, you know, the whereases and the what fors. And, we start getting into the terms. And basically, section 1 is responsibilities and obligations. The first large paragraph is the city's responsibility towards us, and the second paragraph, B, is our responsibility to the city. And this is the section that I'm struggling with, is our responsibilities to the city. I've been basically trying to edit the hateful agreement. And they are operating on a much larger scale than we are. So I've been trying to cut out the stuff that they do with convention centers, you know, that we don't have, that we don't want to do. And this is the section that still needs a lot of work. And I just on the way, just this morning, printed off our 3 documents that we put together, last month?
Yes.
And thinking that I'm gonna be able to borrow some wording out of that. Just editing what the other guys did to make it sound like Sky Valley hasn't been working for me, so I may just start over on this section. But, you know, basically, well, anyway, going on to section 1C, is who's serving on this committee. And again, I'm trying to make it so it is pretty much like it is now,
Yes.
that, everybody's got 2 members, but I'm also putting in the last sentence, Sky Valley, Destination Marketing Organization may also appoint up to 2 members of the community who have qualifications to advance the mission of the organization. So, if we find people like Kathy Adams, who isn't an official representative
Yes.
of one of the organizations, but has expertise and connections that can help us, we could be able to bring those people on the committee. The other thing I would point out is the funding. That's back in section 1A. And basically,
What page is that? Sorry.
they aren't numbered, but it's the second page.
Terms?
Terms,
Terms,
yes,
yeah.
responsibilities and obligations is number 1.
Yes, that's what I thought my, yes.
And so if you go down about 6 lines, just go down 4 lines. Organization will be funded by $1,000 annual contributions from each of the 4 members. the city, the timeshares, the club and the POA.
Yes,
And that's sort of the cover for keeping it the way it is.
right.
Because each group is contributing $1,000. But the big thing is that we're gonna ask the city to give us, I'm saying, if we've been having a $20,000 budget.
Well, you know, but I want to talk a little bit about, I think we should bump it up. That was
Yeah,
part of
so
my,
I bumped it up from 16 to 17. With
Yeah, that's
provision,
still-
we go up another $500 every year.
yeah, it's
Still
still
a
not.
1,000, you had 1,000 right off the
Yeah,
get.
there's a
Yeah, what
membership,
is this, back to the city shall transfer, I did responsibility and obligation, city shall transfer an amount of $1,000, what is that all about?
that's so that each organization has some skin in the game.
Yes, I understand
So
that,
that we can justify having the four
Yeah.
organizations.
I think he's talking about
wanting
the
to-
first $1,000 from the city.
Yeah, that's,
And it
so we
says-
have, get some money on December 1st, and we'd like these organizational membership
Yeah.
contributions December 1st, because we're not gonna get other money until April. So this money would help us with our carryover, so that we can maintain the business, the
Got it.
advertising, we can be,
I get it.
okay.
So, still, the city shall transfer to the organization the amount of $1,000 for the calendar of 207, not no later than December 1st of the, representing year. Okay.
Yeah,
Is that
December
enough
1st.
carryover? $1,000 isn't a lot of carryover. That's not.
Major, you
So everybody's the
You're right.
We're at the term.
term.
Terms,
Well, we usually have carryover, Jason.
Yeah, carryover, that's not
a lot of
So,
And, by December 1st of 2026.
Yeah, that's the carryover funds, but I'm saying that, Jim, is not a lot, $1,000 doesn't get us a lot of funding.
And where did you
But
come
here's-
up with the
Yeah.
$18,000?
I took, four organizations, $4,000. Our budget's typically been $20,000. So,
Yeah, but I'm talking about the city would be $18,000. And then,
well, the city has the hotel motel tax.
yeah,
Which is a portion of which is required by law to be spent on marketing, tourism, promotion.
did you just come
That
up with
sort
a
of thing.
percentage to make the 17, 18,000?
I based it on the 16,000 that we have typically been getting from our members. The whole idea of this is to the city's hotel motel tax,
Right.
which otherwise goes completely to Full and Raven.
Yeah,
And I think we can do more, we have more knowledge of Sky Valley than Full and Raven does. And we've got the program set up where we entertain the visitors and we get the articles out. And they don't have that kind of capability, and I think that's huge.
so my question is, right now, we get roughly $20,000,
Right.
okay?
And
With this
so-
18 and 1, it's only $22,000, so you're not getting a whole lot more than what you get normally.
Well,
So I think I'm gonna go with him and say, I think the city's gotta come up more than $18,000.
I'm saying, just like, these are just.
I understand that you just throwing out numbers right now, we're not just, it's not in stone.
right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so it doesn't, it's not very high based on what we have now.
Yeah.
We're trying to help these guys
Exactly.
from 5 to
Yeah,
1,
because,
but I think the city, they
Yeah.
come hotel motel.
I'm thinking more, Larry.
typically, how much money it comes in on an annual basis?
Jim, the way that y'all may want to look at this is right now, the dedicated portion of the 8%, which is around 43%, which is been solely going to Ford Raven. Maybe you should ask for a certain percentage, because last year, I think, they've been getting around 40-something thousand a year. So if you're only asking for 17%, are you wanting half of that 43%? Because it would be more than 17,000. Does it make sense what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because right now, if you're just asking for flat 17,000, you might be getting You might be getting 30% of it, or they're getting 60 to 70%. I mean, give me a minute, I can go tell you, give me just a minute, I can go tell you how much we paid them.
I think you already have.
Well, it varies over from year to year,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah.
I think this year you paid him, Jason, $45,000.
If you do half of that, that's 20,
2.5.
yeah.
So,
That amount is
Still a
going
lot,
up.
lot.
See,
Yeah.
typically, we have $25,000 budget, and we don't always spend it. But, we're looking at an area that the contributions in the past to them 4 entities was 5,000, that's 20,000. And then some of the other. So-
the other option would be is you come up with a budget, an amount that you think you need,
Yeah,
if that's $25,000.
I think that's more,
And the 45,000 is what is gonna have to be set aside to go to a dedicated entity. Then the council approves it, this entity would get 25,000, Fort Raven would get 20. Or whatever if you say you need 30, you get 30, they get 15, it just depends on, obviously, as long as it's a recognized, obviously what you're trying to create. If it's recognized, then that would be a council decision on who gets what percentage of that 43% total.
I think though, if I'm reading Jim correctly, and you can certainly speak to this, Jim, is the purpose of this agreement, as I've been reading it and looking at it, is to get a pretty firm commitment, not necessarily a decision every year as to how much we should receive, but a designated, it could be a percentage, a designated amount of money for this entity to perform the services that are outlined here, which we've been doing, but kind of firm it up a little bit so that the city doesn't have to debate it every year.
Exactly.
And the committee has a pretty good sense of how much money you're gonna have to spend.
If you ask for the percentage, the only thing about that is there'd be a little bit of delay when you set your budget. The reason being is, it would be, for example, the contribution for 27 would be everything taken in from January 1 to December 31st, 26. There's always a little bit of lag when that money comes in.
Right.
So it usually about January, sometimes early February, until we know exactly what was taken in for all of 26. And usually we have to figure that out. That's usually why that agreement's not until March or April, because you need a little bit of lag. So you may be delaying setting your budget until March or April till you know exactly what that percentage is. We can typically calculate that roughly pretty good. I mean, I could, in 5 minutes, I could get on the accounting software and calculate how much we've taken in so far, trend that out for the rest of the year, and then figure out what 43% that's gonna look like. I could probably give you a rough idea within a few $1,000s either way, but, or if you're asking for a flat amount, then whether you're contributing 40,000 or 38,000 or 48,000, whatever, you're getting that, and then Fort Raven will get the rest, so.
Okay.
There's several ways you can look at it.
I did does that, excuse me, 2 seconds, does that price, go up every year? We give Fort Raven, I mean, this hotel motel tax,
It's just whatever the total that's taken in.
so it could go up and down.
So, if we take in $100,000, they get 43,500, the city gets the rest. Simple math,
So I
yeah.
just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't
Year to
know,
year.
I mean, it varies, I mean.
Well, I don't want, if you do a percentage, I don't want us to get short in year 3, all of a sudden you're down to, oop, we didn't get many people here, we're down to 25,000 instead.
Yeah, so yeah, that is the thing, that's why I'm saying if you ask for if you just say go halvesies before Raven, you're at the mercy of whatever that final number is.
Yeah,
If you ask for a set amount,
Yeah.
regardless, then whatever's taken in that's designated, y'all would get that, and then Fort Raven would get the rest. Or whoever
Yeah.
is designated, whoever the council
bears
designates.
the risk of it going
Yeah.
up or down.
Yeah, so there's different ways you can look at that.
Yeah, I was sort of leaning towards the certainty aspect of getting a certain amount,
I
whether it's
am
16 or
too.
17 or
That's
20.
fine. I think we need to go up.
If you have 45,000, say, I would think the hotel motel tax as they grow is gonna increase, right? I can't see it not. I prefer that we have a number that marketing work with, we can work with Doug in terms of contracts.
Yeah, so.
But I can't go and Doug say, oh, I'm sorry, we don't have the funds. If it's 45, I don't think historically it's been 45, 50, 80,000. We would just want to make sure we're funded. The excess goes to Fuller Raven, right?
Right.
Essentially.
Exactly.
Do you understand that? We at this point want our members that to be funded by the hotel motel tax. And there will be a minimum of $1,000 that each entity would have, and the remaining amounts of the budget would be funded by hotel motel tax.
Exactly.
Can you present with a percentage, but no less than 25,000?
That's good, yeah.
Just
No,
Yeah,
that's
like that.
that way we don't miss out if the percentage is
Yeah,
much
We
higher.
want the highest we can get.
Well,
yeah, I like
Politically, that might have,
that, I like that, that's very good.
I like it, but the
They may not like it.
I don't think
politically.
You're an attorney, we don't care what you
But Jim has decided, Jim has decided, Jack won't be there selling it, it's Jim.
I do
I
like that.
like that idea.
Yeah,
just trying not to be greedy,
You know, just want-
you know, and just carry things
But
forward.
it'd be
That's
interesting,
a
it'd
big
be
deal.
interesting to know that.
You guys are feeling
Feeling the
like
snakes
you ought to be asking for more than
I don't
that.
think it's greedy, but my thought process
Yes.
is, you know, as we move along and we're putting all this effort in, the community is is thriving, you know, we're gonna have more funds. We don't want to miss out on those. So the percentage will allow us to always have access to those, but we would never go under the.
Yeah,
Okay,
so I'm gonna be
Just a
thinking
suggestion.
an area of 25,000 would be our budget and above. And then if you take 4 out, that would be 21, so instead of 17, and then it would go. Does that make sense? Because our budget's been around 25 and the carryover, so I'm saying 25 less 4, that's 21, 22, Jim. Or some number, instead of 17, a higher number that would be coming.
okay. Yeah.
Am I making sense what I'm saying?
You think
I want my budget
I
$20,000?
wanna make a counter argument.
Yeah, please.
That's
Okay.
fine.
It's easier for that commission, I think, to accept a percentage. And then it goes, because the first question, if I'm sitting there as a commissioner, well, what if it's a low, what if we don't get a lot of money for this?
Okay.
And you've told me, you've given me a set amount. This may impact what we were gonna do for Forward Raven, but if it's a percentage, it's kind of easy to accept, okay? Well, let's say instead of getting, what have we been getting on an annual? I bet you we've been getting about the same amount of money and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah,
a year.
because-
It's on second right now.
Yeah, that's good.
Cause, but I think the
Yeah.
percentage politically, but Jim will have to be the judge on that. He sits with the commission.
Well, what we gotta do too is sell the council on, we're gonna do a better job than Ford Raven, so we
Yeah, we
need
have to-
more money.
We have to do that.
2020,
You got that?
Ford Raven
Let's go ahead.
was set was, the city contributions, the city took 11.5 and Ford Raven got 7,700.
And it was what year?
What year was that?
20.
2020, 2021, 16.7 to the city, a little over 11,000 Ford Raven. And of course, that's when it was still 5%.
Well, if that's COVID.
In
21, yeah.
2022,
Still covered.
Ford Raven received 30,000
Were we not at 5%?
and,
Okay.
the city received
We're at 8 now.
35,000.
Yeah, but during this time we were at 5.
And 23,
COVID.
Well,
the city took in right at 60,000 and it was 59,853, Ford Raven 39,903 for 24. City took in 61,000, Ford Raven got 44,000. And then for 25, 67,710, to the city and 52,663 to Fort Raven. And then for, 26, which would have been based on the 25 hotel taxes, 58,400 to the city, 45,400 to Fort Raven, so
Does that calculate year over year increase?
it just,
I
it's
see
just,
Jim taking on the numbers.
it's just based on the total of the 8% proceeds, it's just whatever's taken in for that year, so we just,
Is it discretionary within the city how much they send to Fort Raven?
by law, it's like 43%, there's a certain percentage by law, so.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's, and.
All right, well, it has to
Whether it's
be,
Fort Raven or us.
it has to be a recognized hotel, convention, economic development, tourism entity. It's just historically, the council has designated Fort Raven as that entity.
Right. And so now, okay. 50-50 split.
Just curious how it's increased year over year.
Yeah.
Well, I said it, you can kind of see the fluctuations, it really picked up after COVID.
And a 50 split, what would be our funding? Just in these last couple of years?
Well,
Yeah.
hypothetically, if you, take for example, this year 45,000, 22.5. For 25, it was 52,000, so 26,000. 24, 43, so 21.5. And 2023, 40,000, so 20. And then in 21, they got, these are 22, they got 30, so it'd be 15. So, you know, you can kind of do the math from there.
So.
It just, again, if you go the percentage route, it's at the mercy of whatever was taken in for the year.
Right.
If you ask for the hard number, then again, for example, if, for 26, if you, this, okay, we want 30,000.
Right.
You know, we got 30 for Raven, we got 15. For, the year before that, and again, just whatever the, direction you want to go.
So comments, from a city council standpoint.
Mine, well,
Change that. Change that, Jimbo.
you know, I'd like to keep it simple for
Yes,
them.
yes.
50-50, or, you know, we have pretty much been spending about 20,000 a year. And of course, there are things we don't do. We don't do certain advertising because it seems expensive. So I think we could use more.
Yes.
You know, what do you think the right number is to ask for this, 20,000 or?
Well, I think Doug has cut his expenses down. We run a pretty razor thin, our expense wise. Our expenses, everyone's donating, we have people
Everything's
come
going
in unless they don't want it for overnight. You know,
Yeah.
we got a lot of things that are donated, and it would be nice, the club and the
We're
occasion.
committed to pay more for the club, for all the good stuff they do.
Our budget is razor thin and budget. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doug, and Doug in this
You
case
too,
is gonna
right.
spend he's cut back his, you know, to
Yeah.
accommodate us.
Yeah.
And we certainly, if they come up and ask the question, which they will, you know, why do you need this extra money, you know? And so we can have a sheet or two to show them what we can do
Yeah.
in 2027 that will show them, hey, we need this extra $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. This is what we're gonna do with it.
Yeah.
So y'all can look at it and say, okay, well, they don't know what they're gonna do with it, so we're not gonna give it to you. Oh, okay, here's some good things we're gonna do with it in 27. I think we ought to give them money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes Bill Thies doesn't have a free unit for us, so we have to rent it. We're gonna be paying more to the club for the food expenses, so we don't have any more snafus
Sure.
like that. Doug's already cut his fee for us once.
Right.
I'd like,
Right.
I'd like to sort of restore that. Do we need to put numbers to these?
Well, Jack, you just brought up a number. Do we just have the numbers being, the contribution from the 4 members would be $1,000 skin in the game, and the remaining funding would be 50%? Is that a simple deal?
Say it again.
Your idea that each of the members would contribute $1,000
Yeah.
to be part of it, they got skin in the game, and the remaining funding would be the 50% coming from hotel tax.
That would be one proposal. The other proposal would be, we get the $4,000 from our members,
Yes,
and we would ask them, the council for
a
a
specific
fixed
amount.
number, so that we can plan ahead from year to
Yes.
year. For Raven, would get whatever.
They have to plan it too.
Yeah, after that. Well,
But we
let them be
historically
more
saying
flexible
that
than us.
we're in the 25 grand in this area. What Jason was talking about, as the trajectory goes up, we would be taken care of.
Yeah.
So I can do it either way, what Jack was saying, whatever is easier. I'd like to see the 25 and up.
I sort of think.
I think that's the defer to Jim on that,
And
who at least has probably a better sense of what the commission will or will not
Yes.
do,
Yes,
and what they would like to see,
yes,
and what they'd like to see the committee doing.
yes.
I think they would understand that, a fixed amount which goes up over time and I have an increment of 500
Yes, Right.
a year, for 5 years, and then we get examined again. I think they understand that would allow us to give them a budget about the same time that
yeah,
the city is making their $1,000 contribution.
yeah.
And we wouldn't have to delay budget due to a percentage.
Yeah,
So the number, instead of 17, I'm just looking at, you would bump that number up, so we get into the 25. I'm looking, instead of 17,
you wanna go 25?
I want 25 budget, and then I want 4, so it's at 21. I'm looking at 21. 17, not a lot, but 17, 20, you mentioned
20 is a nice round.
I like 20.
20,000, okay.
Okay,
20,000, I'd be 24, yeah,
Well,
that would cover it, but.
yeah, it certainly covers, it's not gonna give us a lot of headroom. It helps them, which is great, we wanna help them. But still not giving us a lot of, if we're already at 25.
Yeah.
20 to
But
25.
we haven't been spending 25.
I understand, but we get a few dollars back every year, I mean, 3,000 or 4,000 that we keep in the checking account.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't, it's up to you guys, but
Well,
I don't, one, you gotta keep the marketing committee going, so,
Yes,
you know.
right.
you can really- What is this an annual thing?
yes,
Well, it renews automatically every
it
year.
renews automatically.
Without any kind of vote?
No vote.
Well, you have to give 90 days advance notice to the
You
organization.
gonna give them 90 days to tell us we're not gonna get 25,000 anymore?
No, they've got to give us 90 days notice that they're withdrawing.
That's what I'm
Or
saying.
if the POA needs to withdraw, or if the club needs to withdraw.
All right, so my
It's-
thought pattern on that is good, but 1 year, certainly, I don't think anybody would do it. I would try to figure out how do we at least get 2 years.
Well, you're getting, no, Doug, he's getting an agreement to get a fixed amount for our benefit, and then the commission knows exactly what their commitment is. More importantly, we know what their commitment is, and they've agreed to it in an agreement.
And then, so we
And it
have-
renews automatically.
Yeah.
It renews automatically, so the marketing committee doesn't become an issue every year.
I
Exactly.
understand, so what the 90 days is,
That's just if they elected to say, we want to eliminate basically the marketing committee through this agreement, we could vote to terminate the agreement.
Right.
Which is, and likewise, if the marketing committee said we wanted to terminate it, although I don't know that we would.
can I throw
Unless they're
something?
really confident.
This is
in
a
their code
5-year
red.
agreement,
Yeah.
though. It's a 5-year agreement.
Unless
with a
somebody
90-day
wants that
out.
in 90 days. What if the city all of a sudden, because the city didn't want us back in December. What if all of a sudden the city decides they
We
don't want?
gotta cross that bridge.
Right now, we've got the votes.
Well, in this case here,
To do this.
one of the advantages, let's back up. One of the advantages that the city wouldn't be, the city would be funding $1,000 and the CPOA, so that the additional $4,000 the city wouldn't have to be budgeting, that would all be coming out of mandated, right, hotel motel tax. This is something that,
It saves the city a lot of trouble.
yes, it's also that,
You know, we were embarrassed that we spent 30 minutes arguing over $5,000.
yes, right.
Get
And
that.
I mean,
Yeah, someone not want it, so that it's easier for the city, I would think, because you have $1,000 versus 5,000, right? So, and we're already
Yeah,
funding, the
exactly.
funding is already coming from, the only reason to have $1,000.
not only that, but the city gets the $1,000 back out of the hotel motel tax. So they're just helping us provide a little
Yes.
liquidity.
Jack, does that make it? what we're
Yeah,
trying-
I understand where Jim's coming from, and I think it's something the commission could accept. Then they know exactly what they're committed to doing, it's in an agreement, it's a defined amount,
Yes,
and we can budget, they can budget how they wanna deal with Ford Raymond, and we're fixed, and hopefully the marketing committee, Doug, kinda comes off the agenda in terms of a lot of discussion every year. Well, how much should we give them?
I'm all for that.
yeah,
And I think that's what Jim's trying to
Yeah,
accomplish.
I want this committee to be able to keep going.
And you've got a designated source of funding,
yes.
which, the tax.
Mhm.
How do you feel about it, Jason?
Is a city, from a city standpoint,
What about,
I mean, us going to an agreement like this that defines it a little bit more and sets it up so that the commission knows exactly what's expected of the city for the marketing committee coming out of the hotel.
I mean,
motel tax.
from the administrative side, this would be a policy decision. I mean, my position or my position's position would be,
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
would be more of the compliance. Meaning that is the money, as the ones who have to file the reports to the state, whether this entity gets 51 and Fort Ravens 49 or 70-30 or 60-40, I think this position will be more concerned as long as it's meeting the laws, the compliance, so, but I certainly see what you're saying, where you feel like you're gonna have the more institutional knowledge, the boots on the ground.
Yeah.
Another thing too, if you look at that 8% law, and I don't know, it may need some more digging in, but, whereas the 43.75% goes to a dedicated tourism convention type use. The remaining, the 37.5% of that is unrestricted, that just goes into the general fund. 18.75%, which goes to the city, that has to go towards tourism related brick and mortar projects, so there might be an opportunity. If you have something that's pickleball courts, bathrooms, parks, trails, whatever, something tangible, brick and mortar, you might be able to get a certain percentage of that, you might get asked for a certain percentage of that 18.75, but there would be some restrictions associated with that too, but, anyway, I mean, it's, you're doing what you need to do to try to move it forward, so.
As long as you keep the votes.
Here.
You lose the vote, you lose there.
Well,
Well, Jim said earlier, he thought he could get the commission approval of this agreement.
I think so.
okay.
And then we sort of take it off the table.
Yeah.
And we can spend our time doing what we do best and what's most important,
Right.
and not, you know,
Worrying about money.
trying to get above the surface for air.
Right, and you're gonna get new position, new administration, and you know, somehow we can, the biggest thing is that marketing continues. We all know, some people don't have value, and
Yes.
continue to send the message out about Scott Valley, you just can't
Right.
stop it. Stop, this has to be, whoever's doing it, we continue to send the message out. Yes,
Well, I know that y'all are working on your mission statement, I think that's gonna be discussed.
yeah, that's what I do now,
I know that's been a
yeah,
question about, okay,
yes,
I mean, and I'm just an observer in these meetings, but I know that there's been some counselors that wanted a little more clarification about what direction the marketing committee is
Yes.
going. I think y'all are doing that, so that would probably support what y'all are trying to do
That's-
here.
let's wrap this up, 'cause I know it's getting long here. Jim, can we continue this, what do we want? We're gonna continue talking about this, Jim, and time wise, we wanna get out of here, so what do you suggest? I got a few other things. But, Jim, go ahead.
Okay. If we settle the issue, of the funding, we'll ask for the $20,000,
Yes,
which is an upgrade.
yes,
And, how much do we want it to go up each year?
what, 3%, whatever.
$1,000?
What's 23, what's 5% of 20,000, what is that?
Yeah, I think it's 1,000.
Yeah, 500 doesn't seem significant.
Yeah.
That's not a lot of money.
500 doesn't seem significant because costs are gonna go up.
Yeah, it's,
To, Lord, I mean, just as an observer, the cart might be a little in front of the horse. I mean, you gotta have this set up legally. Are y'all wanting to set aside some existing funds for the?
yes,
The attorney, I guess obviously you need to have some,
I'm
direction
doing
from
the
the
attorney's
council.
work now.
Okay,
I'm doing the attorney's work
okay, I'm
now.
just saying that, I know eventually that's probably gonna be, if you get that clarification from the council sometime this year, you probably would wanna earmark some of your existing funds, if you had to have an
Yes.
attorney
yes,
kind of give it the look over, just to make sure
yes, I
everything's
agree.
we're good to go.
It looks like we're having a cure, yes, I agree,
And y'all would have contingency for things like
Yes.
that,
right.
yeah.
You know, this committee is an extension of the city. And so I've asked in here for, support for our operations from the city. Logistically and technically and administratively. So could that include legal fees on occasion? I mean, I'm getting the sense that, and I'm serving on several committees, but I'm getting the sense that, we're getting pushback.
Let's go at this time, but I'd like to continue this, it's not one decision, and then, you voted this, and we'll continue the discussion, I wanna wrap it up.
Okay,
Jim,
I will continue the discussion, get a final version to the committee.
yeah, that's great, I think we've done a lot of discussion here, really.
Yeah.
And we'll continue at the next meeting, yes,
And you all have
Yes.
copies now.
yes,
Thank you for doing this. Bob.
Sure.
Thank you, Jim.
yeah,
And, feel free to, hey, there's a crazy paragraph here, or,
that's
you
great,
know, there's things in here that we don't say that we could say.
yes, so I have.
And I'd like to offer just one comment.
Yeah.
And again, I'm trying to look at it from the standpoint of the perspective of the commissioners. I think if they had a better understanding of really what our commitments are and where the money is going, something like just food for thought, but it's something we could continue to discuss, is maybe we take over the fall festival. from the standpoint of organization. I'm just throwing this out. I think if we
Yeah.
had more, if we had a little bit more of definition or something they could get their arms around, that may not, there may be something else. I just threw that out by way of example. I'm
I
not like.
like that idea.
I was gonna say no, Sharon, no.
But I think.
I love that idea for y'all to take over.
I think the difficulty, I would,
Yeah.
I try to put myself
You
in
can tell Lisa what to do, right?
She already does.
I try to put myself in the position of the commissioner, and I spent a lot of time with them through the
Yeah,
years.
okay, good.
Is if I had a better understanding of where that money is going. I mean, I can understand Doug, and I can understand what he's
Sure.
doing and what he's bringing to the
Sure.
table. But if we had a little bit more definition, which comes back again to our mission
That's what we're gonna
statement
get into,
too,
yes.
I think the commission would have a little bit better
I
sense
think,
of
I
what we
agree.
do. That's just food for thought.
Yes,
Definitely.
Can I just add one thing? And
Sure.
you mentioned about pushback. I think that, I'm not, Sarah's not pushing back on this, but as you bring that point out, there is money set in the budget every year. It's called events. $30,000, $32,000, somewhere around there, that goes towards Fall Fest, that goes towards fireworks, Independence Day, things like that. So if that was something that, if the council wanted to create this entity, if you said, okay, we'll take over Fall Fest, well, usually, okay, 12,000 off the top is fireworks, so leaves 20 grand. So and then you got, maybe Fall Fest costs $6,000 to do. There might be $6,000 that's removed from that budget that could be put into the marketing budget. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah, so, again, the money is there because it's been the city's responsibility to fund those activities. If the marketing committee was taking over that activity, and it would make sense that maybe when the budget's done, that some of that money that normally would go to the events would go to the marketing.
Yeah.
So there may be a way to get some extra funding there, because that's dedicated funding.
That's a good point. Well, very good, we're wrapping up. Thank you, Jen. Good. Thank you for your comments. Let's go to the next item, which is the budget. It had it sent out, you can see it. From a budget standpoint, we're in very good shape. One of the items I wanted to talk to you about, just the miscellaneous budget, we're looking at, even if we spend all these items, we had not noticed miscellaneous at the bottom was $5,018. That's the area where I was thinking of where we would be taking for the showcasing Scott Alley. There's some of the funds will be coming out of there. You see that item there, so funding wise, we're in good shape. And if something else comes up, we have some revenues there for that. That makes sense? So we're gonna, I think at this, we're gonna have some carryover funds, so we're in very good shape. There is money for some of these things that come up, in terms of, the question was about, the showcasing. Any questions about the budget? Thank you, Jason.
The money
Jason?
will come out for the volunteer shirts also. I haven't gotten a bill for it yet.
Okay, so that's what is that? That's,
I don't know.
okay.
I may have it in my office.
You know, fancy t-shirt?
It's about, no, just for volunteers, about 50 maybe.
By and large, the other thing, publishing come in, so we're in very good shape. And I don't see us exceeding the budget, I see us having carryover. Cool. Jason, anything you want to add to that at all?
This year's more important than ever.
Jason?
So just that, obviously that this is a snapshot.
Yeah.
It may, for example, typically what I'm putting in is what I've been putting in the expenses that are cleared. I mean,
Yes.
there's, like, we got the bill for, I think it was Mountain Lakes, one of the publishing entities. The other day, obviously, that check hasn't cleared yet, so it's not on here. In the future, I mean, if you wanna see everything that's been written, we can do that, but as of late,
Yeah.
it's just been focusing on what is actually come out of the bank account. But yeah, but nonetheless, you're still looking pretty good. I mean, I know y'all got a late start on the budget this year, but you're already 50% into the year and you've spent 25% of your budget, so. Yeah, you're doing okay.
Any questions about the budget? Very good, thank you. Good, Jay. Let's go, next item is the, marketing, ideas, marketing programs, anything come up, you know, we knew how for the t-shirts, funny for that already, anything else between now and the end of the year that you have ideas you want to discuss or look at?
We have Fall Fest shirts on here, right?
Yes, yeah, the Fall Fest is, yes,
Okay,
that's, we've got Fall Fest, budget wise, what is it, 2,000? Yeah, 2100, yeah,
okay.
yeah, 2,100 for that, yes.
Okay.
So we got a lot of things going on, so if there's anything that comes up, new ideas between now and the end of the year for marketing?
Well, I was just really excited to hear about the September thing with the realtors.
Yeah, I
And the
think that's,
possibility of developing, you know, a video sort of thing that shows off Sky Valley.
okay,
Because, you know, that's, yeah,
She's got one.
that's right. And Sharon's great
yeah,
did these creative things, the ads and the, you know, if you can splice video and put in pictures and.
Yeah, it's mainly gonna be a slideshow, basically. That's,
Okay.
yeah, beyond my capabilities.
Ah, Well, it'll be great to have that.
Yes.
And, you know, if we want to expand that to video editing, I don't know how expensive folks are to do that.
I don't know.
But I'm thinking we would have homegrown talent around, you know, Raven County. Somebody would be able to do something like that. And now we may have the budget
Right.
to do it. Because that's the kind of thing that could go on, you know, for public broadcasting and
Sure.
one there on the Jason.
Two more.
One got one, that's, you better have a copy.
I have a digital copy, yeah.
Okay, okay, any other? What would you like here?
This,
All right.
thank you.
What we're gonna go to next is, marketing committee mission statement goals. Jack Brandon, Gordon, myself, and Jack, maybe you could add, I put this handout here, maybe I'll just give our initial mission statement, and then Jack had come up with recommended changes. Let's look at this, and this was condensed, I like it, then we're gonna talk a little bit about measurable goals, but, and I like to get that done. So the first thing we wanna do is to approve our marketing mission statement, and then would like to approve measurable goals. So Jack, maybe you can look at it, see, Jack had put this together from our initial statement. Look at it, see if there are any changes you'd like to make to it.
first paragraph, we strive to support local businesses. Should that be local institutions?
This says here, Jack. This is the Jack on the second one, Jack's granted recommended changes. You see it on second paragraph, second paragraph, on first page.
Give me that one, I don't know.
Okay,
Or is that, I
Got another one?
okay.
oh,
Yours looks different.
yeah, I have another one, yes.
Right.
I don't think I have
I
that.
think that's the wrong one.
Here, you go.
Here's, this is the correct. one.
Yeah.
So he's
All right.
Thank you, Jack.
looking at it.
Do we all have, I'll wait this.
Okay, yeah, now.
All right, everyone has the same, okay.
Jack Brandon, I know.
Essentially, when I sent this out, we had the initial mission statement and then Jack's recommended changes, and those were marketing goals. And then if I sent out a little confusing. We had measurable marketing goals to read out. Chat and the Sky Valley marketing cost justification. Those are just ideas throughout. Now we want to take those ideas and we want to finish the actual mission statement. And then the first page of the second paragraph of the Jack Brandon's recommended changes. Looking at this is a condensation of everything we've talked about.
Yeah. I think Jack did a great job.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I added very little, really.
Yeah. So let's be careful on this thing. So look at Jack. The Sky Valley Marketing Committee is dedicated to promoting our community's natural resources, welcoming spirit, unique mountain culture and lifestyle. Committee shall strive to support positive economic growth, highlight recreational activities, attract new visitors and permanent residents while preserving the charm, environmental and close-knit community that makes Sky Valley a special place to live and visit.
I have just one suggestion. Could we take out will strive and just say the committee supports
Committee,
positive economic growth?
okay.
Instead of we're trying to, we are.
A good
That's
point.
what we do.
What would you say?
The
Yes,
committee,
that's
That's a good
take
point.
out will strive to and just
Strive
say
to.
the committee supports and then you
The
do a
committee
little
Yeah, that's
supports,
fine.
positive economic
what
growth.
do you want to say? The committee-
Highlights, we'd add an S there,
Just eliminate
recreational.
strive to.
What
Will
do you
strive
say?
to.
The committee supports,
The committee supports
Yeah,
positive
okay.
economic growth, highlights, we'd add an S, recreational activities, and attracts new visitors and permanent residents while preserving the charm, environment, and blah, blah, blah.
Okay, where the committee will support positive economic growth, should we say, city will promote positive economic growth?
That's fine too.
yeah, I like that, okay? Add on, you see there, oh. Comment, look at this, Doug, because you're the market. The committee will,
Yeah, I read it, either one of those is fine.
yeah, what do you say that the committee will?
Promote.
I'm sorry,
Will promote,
will,
Promote.
instead of strive to,
will
promote.
promote. Yes. Positive, okay, I like that. Doug, any comments on that? You,
I'm fine, then I'm trying to find
It's short.
something else
I think
to
personally,
add to this. but-
something that's,
No, that sounds good.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, you don't. need to-
Tell me what the wording is.
Yeah,
I'll
it
change
is,
it.
it is
Can
pretty
you see
long.
that?
Mission statements are BDSM.
the committee
Two cents.
will in a second, or
I don't have this document.
We've got 2 sentences.
So if you mark it, if you write on it, I'll fix it,
yeah, okay.
and you can send it to me.
Yeah, I just don't wanna lose them when we've got like groups of threes. Natural resources, spirit, culture and lifestyle, and then we go to the next one, we have economic growth, recreational activities, new visitors. Then we go to preserving charm, environment, and close-knit community.
We're packing a lot in that second sentence.
There's a lot.
Mhm. Yeah, I need to cut down that second sentence. It all sounds good.
We could just say while preserving the charm
You
that
see
makes
the
Sky Valley a special place to live, we could, environment and close-knit community, we could take out because we already said unique mountain culture and lifestyle.
I'm speaking of growth, I like recreational activity, attracting visitors, permanent residents.
That makes Sky Valley a special place to live
Yeah,
or visit. Suggestion.
I don't think any of it's bad, it just, race is probably just a little wordy, but I like recreational activities, probably.
Well, and think about it though. First you say you're gonna promote growth. And in that same sentence, you're saying, yes, we're gonna promote it, but we're also gonna preserve
Yes.
Protect.
what's unique about Sky Valley in terms of our lifestyle.
Yeah.
So you've got them tied in. It may be a little lengthy, I don't disagree with that, but it flows from the standpoint of, yes, yes, we're gonna promote growth and development, but at the same time, we're gonna be
Yes,
preserving what
yes,
makes this community special.
and that's very important.
Yeah.
Very, very
Of course.
important. It's loud and clear.
Yeah. Well, I would, yeah, other than the length, I think it's a good statement. Maybe we just leave it.
I like it, but, you guys.
My feelings are gonna
I
be hurt
agree,
anyway we change it.
This is beautiful. I created a mission statement for a commercial real estate property management company, and it was achieving excellence through the lens of community. And it's just
Wow.
very just short, and it just encompasses everything that we're trying to do. And I just feel like I don't wanna lose people because it's
So where do you,
really long,
Yeah.
but
This isn't a long mission
No,
statement.
it's not, it's very short.
Good gracious.
It's very short. And we're really,
well, our focus is waning, as time goes by. But I think it's beautiful, and I think it expresses everything that everyone's trying to do.
good.
Yeah.
So why don't we review it again, Lisa, why don't you, so any changes here? Read it. The Skyway Market Committee is dedicated to promoting our community's natural resources, welcoming spirit, which we are, and unique mountain culture and lifestyle, which we are. The committee will promote positive economic growth, highlight recreational activities, attract new visitors and permanent residents, which we're trying to do, while preserving the charm, which we are, environmental and close-knit community, which we are, that makes Sky Valley a special place to live and visit. If I read this, I'd be interested in your thought. I like it. And if that's what I'm looking for, and
Where is this gonna be on the website and?
yes, once we approve it, and then I guess the city, does the city council have to approve this or not? Okay, I would just let them know we have it, yes, so this is gonna be it, okay, I like it. Done, let's go to the other one.
All right.
Measurables, the most important thing now is they're saying, what are you doing now to justify the spending money on marketing? Because there are people that don't believe you should spend money on marketing. So that's what, the second part of it is, how do we show that marketing is giving you this? Marketing, you're spending money, city residents, and this is what you're getting for your, and I said your measurable marketing goals, that was part of it. But the ideas that ChatGPT has done, what I want to have is 3 or 4, but I thought, where I looked at this, and I just, Chat to come up, maybe measurable marketing goals is, look at the committee will support positive economic growth. How can we show that measurable? And I was thinking maybe 3 or 4 things we show. The committee will promote positive economic growth. How do we do that? What measurable goal? Highlight recreational activities. How do we show we can measure that? Attract new visitors. How do we do that? And while preserving the charm, environmental close, the community. So that's what we're saying we'll promote. So we're promoting that. How do we measure that? Does that make sense? So economic activity, I think that's really positive economic growth. So what can we do to show them that we're doing this and we're getting economic growth in what way? New home sales, increase average home selling price, new home building price. How can we show them? I know I can turn on you, but okay, because of what Doug is doing, what we're doing, we're seeing this economic growth. In what way? New home sales or increase average home selling price. Something we could give that I can go to, or we can go to and say, here's some hard numbers, here it is. Of course, I can turn on this too if you don't have it, but we need to show them some measurable things that they can see.
Well, even more important, is
Yes.
causality. I mean, we're doing stuff
Yes,
that increases the awareness for Sky Valley.
yes,
And, you know, we can point to have this many ads, or this many views, or this many magazines went
So-
out. But can we show that that is directly linked to home sales, average selling price? You know, the overall economy is probably,
yes.
you know, a big determinant of how this stuff happens.
I agree with that.
Has the committee ever done an annual report for the commission?
I give a quarterly report, or, just updating what we're
Yeah.
doing. And they asked for that, now new ones wanted to see that, so I gave a report just what we're doing, I'm just giving an activity report. What we're doing, ads that have gone out, the last report, the last meeting, what we did, how many ads we sent out, Jim was there, and then I thought it was pretty good.
Great. It was well received.
Yeah, it was always showing what we're doing, activity we're doing, things we're doing and so forth. But do we need something more harder than that? I've been giving that, but the newer ones wanted something else. They were looking for, Gary Sue wanted some very specific, what are you doing, mission statement, and then how do you justify the expenses? So maybe it's just activity. Maybe we can't give them, business, you obviously gotta have, bottom line is, what's your profit? But maybe we can't do that here. I'm just throwing out. I like my
In
numbers.
business, it's hard to show the connection between marketing and the bottom line.
Yes,
It's,
Doug, I know, Doug, everyone says, we gotta be patient. Doug, we know we gotta keep on marketing going, and sometimes you don't get it immediately. It comes out somewhere else. Doug, seeing this, you were suggestions on this, measurable goals, something, maybe we just have activities, maybe it's just.
Things change from time to time. Certainly I do a lot of the same thing, trying to add different things. I think we can certainly, I mean, these are all good, so,
I know they want 3 or 4, 1 or 2, I don't think we should have a lot, 3 or 4 niche, but it's something, I gotta report, Jack, whoever the marketing manager is, has gotta report to the city, to say, here's what we've done. Here's the 4 things we've done, whatever it is.
do you need that quarterly? I know you and I.
Well, but I've been sending it quarterly, they want it quarterly, probably end of the year, and then maybe we don't have to be justifying, for this budget business, but
Sure.
it was grueling.
I say you just
Yeah,
present the activities you're doing.
Yeah, I like what she said.
But I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
I say you just keep presenting the activities, showing the ads, and, because we can't really base our marketing on the real estate. Because we don't know, I mean, also the 8%, we want people renting up here too. Because really, we probably get more money out of short-term rentals than we can get. We're already getting taxes for, here's the way I see it, if you sell a house, the city was already getting taxes for that.
Yeah.
It might have gone up in value or down in value, but we
Yeah.
still get the same amount of taxes. Short-term rentals, anytime we bring somebody in, we earn 8% for
Yeah.
that. So I mean, I don't know how you could prove it, other than if our short-term rentals went up. But if you don't have to base it on any numbers, let's just keep presenting the activities we're doing.
I don't know if they have to. I'm a number guy, so what do the city council want? Will they accept? I'm spending money, in this case here, what's my return? What's my return? I'm spending money, what am I getting for it? Am I
Do we
getting
have to have
ads?
their approval?
Well, the last,
we're trying to get away from that.
Right,
right,
so if we just say we created goals and,
Yeah,
we
so
created
got-
activity.
We do a lot of stuff, and
we
so
do, both of them.
maybe the meeting before the quarterly report, we come up with something and we let everybody look at it, and we vote on it and blow them away with all the stuff we're gonna do in 3 4 months.
Summer could probably give us a report on short-term rentals quarterly, based on what the
Yeah, I
taxes.
think something like that.
Yeah.
If the short-term rentals go up, oh, why was that? Well, marketing had some impact on that. Or timeshares revenues are up. Oh, why was that? What didn't happen, economy, but we were doing things out, sending ads out, that's why it's happening. Ads, that's an activity, so does that
The
make
reason
sense?
it's so good is that more people coming to Sky Valley
Yeah, but-
and seeing it.
Let me give you an
Hey,
example.
Did you
that
send me that
Jim can
email
comment
for
on.
your iCloud account?
Mhm.
Okay,
Let me give you an
That's one we
example.
manage,
that,
that's just
that
showing.
Jim
No,
can
I sent
comment
you
on.
one back and now I'm sending
Yeah.
you.
They're
information.
having more and more croquet tournaments.
Yes.
We're getting people from all over, from Cashers, the clubs in Cashers, the clubs in Highlands. They're coming in and all of a sudden they're saying, we got 15 new members
yeah,
already this year. 15 new members of the club. They're seeing what Sky Valley has to offer. And they're seeing it's a welcoming community. And I mean, that's just a small example,
Yeah, right.
but it's happening. I agree with you.
Yeah.
It's happening.
yeah,
And it's happening because of a concerted effort on behalf of, we'll give the commission credit, we'll give the
yeah,
marketing committee credit.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
give credit to the residents here who make it a
Yeah.
friendly, welcoming
yes, yes,
location. But
right,
it's hard to quantify. I agree with Sharon to try to talk
Okay.
about percentages or anything like
Okay.
that. This community doesn't necessarily lend itself to
about
that.
that,
And you can't talk about, well, we've got we've got 2 new businesses.
yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. But
Good, so what can we do? Come up with 2 or 3, what can we still, they want goals, they want mission statement, now they want some goals, okay, what should we put down? I agree, totally agree with you saying. How do we measure it? It's gotta be measurable goals.
Well, we could definitely use, like I said, part of the 8%. Summer could create reports for quarterly reports to see where we are on that, based on last year, maybe.
Yeah,
to see
see, I
if
think
it's
so
improved.
short-term rental would be something that we could.
I don't
do.
know how you do real estate,
Well-
new builds, I mean, I just,
Is that quarterly, is that something that even come up, by the city quarterly report on short-term rentals?
well, we could do it by the taxes that are collected.
Yeah.
That summer gets taxes, like VRBO sends a huge check each month.
Yeah.
Airbnb the same, all those agencies.
Mhm.
We may not know which houses were rented, but we know what percentage of the taxes.
We know some reason taxes are going up, why they, and all these things happen.
the values are going up.
Yeah, values are going up, why are they going up? So, that's just a goal. I prefer not to have to use those, because it's a lot easier, because if you don't get it, then they can nail you too, well, you didn't do it, so you must be
Yeah,
doing
you gotta be careful with
You
numbers.
gotta be careful.
Real
I
careful.
want it measurable, but.
Hey, tell them we do nothing but brand marketing.
Yeah, I want it doable too.
Market.
We do
So-
not, as I told you, that Cadillac guy that I worked with for years, and he shows that ad, Cadillac, I said, well, how much return on investment you get out? We don't know.
Yeah.
Have no clue.
So back to here, I know I'm pressing you there, but I wanna finish this guy, so before lunch, so what can we do, measurable marketing goals, okay, I want 3 or 4 of them that I can say here.
Going right now, we're,
Articles published,
Pardon me?
number of articles published.
Okay, so articles published, okay,
Number, the circulation.
all right, let's talk about that, articles published.
Well, let me,
Articles. what are
you
talking-
need this down, since you're in a hurry, let me write all that up and send it to you.
Okay.
So I'm,
It's 2
I'm not in
hours.
a hurry, but I want you to
Yeah.
tell, 2 hours.
I'm trying.
It gets long,
Yeah.
they got another meeting coming here too.
Yeah, so let me do that, let me get all the articles and how many people and da da da.
That'll
Okay, articles,
I'll send
what
that to you.
else? Articles, what else?
Ads placed.
Yeah, different
All the
magazine ads.
advertisements that we place in, paper,
Advertising.
hands-on.
You're talking about ads, publication, we can do, yeah, we have that, we do that every year, we can do that.
Can you get their circulation on it?
Well, she has that through,
They wouldn't tell you how many copies go up?
I'm sure they would, I just have, I
You just
don't
don't
have.
have it.
yeah, Mountain Lake Publishing, Clay Tribune, Traveler, Raven Travel Guide, those are all already hard numbers there. Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you that, between what we, just see what I do, get over 1 million people, I mean, looking at stuff that's got out.
okay, but let's see, advertising, we're talking about,
And we can put numbers, costs on all those things too. On.
True, and all those things are print, so we could just get publication.
Well, we
Chuck gets credit for,
We could
all
give,
the articles.
yeah,
Although.
maybe
it's a
it
big
costs.
cooperative.
How about,
Yeah.
one of the things coming out and, called Steve, was talking about more and more social media, everything's being interactive. How do we get that, your hits that are coming, you know, obviously less printing, more social media. And you're responding, how can we say that's the direction,
Yeah, we
that
could give the
everyone's
number of
going.
followers, for
Pardon me?
sure, we could give the number of followers. we have.
followers, can we take that, followers, our Facebook, or
Yeah.
webpage, right? Can you do that? How many hits we had, how it's increased, that's really important. How many more hits are we seeing? Because of,
Gordon, could we say define marketing goals,
yes,
comma, track quarterly and yearly?
yes,
Defined, because Sharon's point's well taken. I mean, I don't, you know, home sales can go up, values can go up, but we can't take all the credit.
no, we
We
can't.
can't take any credit, really, we don't know.
That's right, that's
So
true.
if we said define, that means we've defined them. Now we can show in our report, okay, the housing sales have gone up. I mean, but we can't, you know, clearly that's and that's a marketing goal of ours, to create that kind of environment that's gonna enhance value. But when you say measurable, that that leads you toward numbers,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think we can produce them.
I think Sharon's point's well taken.
What's that again, Sherry?
I said, I don't think we can produce numbers that reflect directly what the marketing committee has done.
Okay,
on new
I
cities.
hear that over and over in marketing, and that's, so what do we produce?
Well, if you've got defined marketing goals and then we report back to the commission, I think somewhere there ought to be something about reporting to the commission in here. Which kind of incorporates them a little bit more into
Yeah.
the committee.
Well,
Right, essentially it's a quarterly report, they wanna know what's happening, and for the, you know, community, people ask questions, you know, during our presentation, well, I'd rather spend the money for the police department. Okay, what am I getting for it? That's what they're saying, and so you gotta say, well, you know, home values have gone up, you know, that's one of more people are here, and that's good. And back 2020, home values went down because there wasn't a visitation here. Now, I like to say we have more visitors. If we had a way of tracking it, I'd like to say we have more visitors here. That's a very good, that we can track it, but we can't track it.
I wish.
We can track it through, I'm telling you, how the short-term rentals money is coming in quarterly. We can produce that. Quarterly, the taxes that are collected on short-term rentals.
That's like that, visitors, new visitors, how do you know? So that's one of our goals is increasing visitors. Well, how do we measure that? You're
Well, I
saying,
mean, she's giving you an example.
yeah, that's it, yeah.
She's giving you an example, but again, and when you say
Well,
It's
you folks
hard.
know what, time for us to get out.
measure.
Over 2 hours is a long
I
time.
know, I know.
All right, we gotta go.
Our brains are dead.
I wanted to wrap this up. I don't think we're gonna wrap it.
I think to the extent in your reporting to the commission, to the extent that you can show those increases, I mean, in the sense that, you know, we're part of it, but there's a greater picture.
Yeah. That's well said, but, taking back the committee will promote positive economic growth. Highlight recreational activities, why are we doing that? Attract new visitors and permanent residents.
I guarantee you we're highlighting recreational activities.
Yeah, I know we're doing that. That's what you say we're gonna do. So.
But it's when you get into measurable, I know where you're going, Gordon, but I don't know how you get there.
Yeah, right, yeah.
The only way you're gonna be able to get any kind of numbers
That's what you did
is
for
that
the.
new home construction, new purchase, how did you find out about Scott Owen?
Geofencing, right?
Yeah.
We used to, we don't have it anymore.
Yeah. Everything to be aware of.
No, this,
I think
any of
we're-
Scott Valley's marketing efforts
Pardon me?
contribute to you moving, deciding to become a homeowner.
Well, I mean, it's almost negative because as many people are buying homes, those people left.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not proven unless it's a new build.
We got, what, like 5 or 6 homes under construction?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and that makes a difference, but I mean, otherwise you're just balancing,
see,
I left, you came.
Does John, do they ask a question? How you heard about Sky Valley? Why you?
Oh, no, timeshares, I don't,
John, do you ask a question to the people who come and rent about how they found out about Sky Valley?
No, that's not a question that's normally asked.
That's a problem. That's gotta be changed. We need, that's certainly stuff we're looking for.
all right. Well, we know the survey, why people hear about, most people hear about Sky Valley through word of mouth. I mean, that's number one reason.
A lot of my visitors are attending events, weddings, graduations.
Yeah, yeah. And
But
Not
the
just
family
necessarily vacation.
proportion, you know, is probably just a small percentage of that. You know, there's a lot of second and third generation Sky Valleyans here now, but that's still a minority, so we need more ways to get people here. You and I don't have enough friends that we can invite to
yes,
Sky Valley
yes,
to keep
yes,
Sky Valley
Yes.
afloat.
very well said, yeah. Okay, what I'm gonna make a decision here, we're not gonna make a decision on improving the goals until, I think we still gotta discuss, so, we're gonna kick the can down next month, is that okay, guys?
well, we're gonna need to, if we're gonna, I mean, I'm
Yeah,
not
go
trying
ahead.
to be rude, but we need to shorten our agendas to meet the needs.
Yeah,
Because I think by now we're burnt out, you
Yeah,
are
we're-
too,
yeah,
and we got a
we're burnt
meeting
out,
at
right.
1, so it's like, ugh.
I agree.
Huh?
There's so much to talk about.
We're,
I can't help that.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Y'all
we
put it on the
were
docket.
2.5
I
hours.
agree.
I get it.
It's just that, I agree, we can have committees that can go out and do it, so.
All right, maybe this real quick, maybe if you or whoever sends out a, agenda, which it is, but here's your homework before you get here on Thursday.
Yeah.
I need to know what you think about the mission statement, this, that, whatever thing. When we get here, we can all, do something real quick or send something in.
Okay, thank you for your comment on that. Let me see what else we have going. But I agree, I do want our meeting, I'm an hour meeting person, so, okay, marking the other business. Next meeting date, Thursday, July the
You're
30th.
coming to every meeting.
Okay, okay, listen, Thursday, July 30th, that's our next meeting day.
That sounds
Any comments? Next meeting
Just
day.
real quick, as this thing winding down, doing a rough estimate run out, the city's probably gonna take in around 90,000 in hotel motel this year. 43.5% of that would be 39,000, give or take.
That's the information that I wanted to hear, is are we short selling ourselves?
That's less
So-
than we're.
So if
predicting
you,
what we had
so
last year.
if you did 50%,
Or are we,
Yeah,
if you're getting about 19.5.
Hmm,
19.5.
okay,
That's what I'm saying, so if you say, okay, we're gonna split it down into 4 ratings. If this entity is not created, 4 ratings gonna get around 39-40,000. So just kind of FYI, as we get to the next month.
At our next meeting.
Something about the next month.
Next meeting, have that kind of information.
You still gonna be here next July 30th?
The
I'll bet-
50% versus the.
Well, that's-
the
that's
money
what
we
it's supposed to
get.
be 31st.
For-
That's exactly what I'm
It's
right.
pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Just, so I think we just, we'll take it
I got a lot of
first.
projects.
Yeah.
And if
We're
they-
bringing party,
I need to
party
ask
having
you.
cake.
Okay, any other comments?
Double hit.
Next meeting date, July 30th. Do I hear a motion for adjournment?
I tell you,
Motion.
For a second?
that's in southeast.
I didn't hear, for a second?
I'll tell you, it's in the mix.
For you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I gotta run at the dog.